All right, I just want to say thank you for joining us for the 90-day action challenge. And before I even get started, I want to thank Mel Simon because she and I kind of collaborated on where do we want to go this year with our team, and we feel like we have done a really good job of training you guys for years, and it's time for us to just use that information. Quit becoming training junkies. Let's go out and let's go do some good with the community. Let's go get some people healthy. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Yeah, you ready?
Let's do it.
We're in.
You're in. Okay, so here's the thing. Everybody is in a different place. We know that. So what we don't want to do is start comparing ourselves to other people. Is that a deal?
Yes. Okay.
And I'm going to go through some things. I have a little tiny PowerPoint with you guys tonight. It's going to be short. We're going to do short calls, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But I have gone through everybody's, except for the last few that have registered. I've gone through everybody's forms, and what I would like to do is to set up a 20 or 30-minute call with each of you. If you've got an upline sales coordinator or above, I'd like to have them on the call with us if they're your support team. And they're on this call. So very interesting to me to see that we've got a lot of people in a lot of different places. And for some of you, stretching might seem like it's not stretching to somebody else and vice versa. So again, I think it's really important that if you're on here, you're not comparing yourself to somebody else. So that's why I want to get really clear, because some people were really, really clear on what they wanted as their outcome for the upcoming 90 days. And some of you were really vague. And so what we want to do is really help you to dial down what you really would like to see for sure happen and give you some specific things that you need to do to get that. And for some of you, based on some of the time that you had and based on what you wanted, for some of you, we might want to rethink what that 90-day goal is, because that may be more of a 6-month goal for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what we want is we want every single person in this 90-day action team to get their outcome. And we're going to celebrate. And again, some people are looking for $500 a month. We've got some people that are looking to replace their job. And so you've got to just be willing to say, you know what, this is mine. This is for me. The other thing I want to say about that is that I don't want you guys to do this for anybody other than yourself. Okay, yourself and your desired outcomes. I'm not doing it for me. I'm not going to be disappointed in you or whatever. I might be disappointed for you if you don't follow through for yourself. But this is your business. This is your opportunity. It's your decision as to how much more you want to do, what you want out of the virtual franchise. And only you can decide that. And only you can decide if you're going to do the activities to get it. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. So that way we can stay positive, okay? Now, before I kind of get into what I was going to say, I did want to read, and I hope you guys don't mind, because this is I've taken you guys and carved you out of our other group, although I hope I have permission for any of the really good messages that you guys leave in the group to share that with the rest of the team. Do I have your permission for that?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And if you want to leave stuff in the bigger team group, that'd be great too. But I'd like to make this a working group that we here are all like, you know what, we're gonna do it. We all get our outcome. No matter what we said, we are gonna do it. And we're gonna celebrate together. So, but I did want to share with you, because I know some of you are kind of like, I'm not sure. And so, Mel, I know you won't mind. I wanted to just share, you guys, a lot of people are like, what's Mel doing? As soon as somebody kind of figures it out, everybody wants to know what they're doing. And so I'm just going to share a couple of things. I want you guys to hear the energy in some of these responses, and you'll see why their team is exploding, okay? So Mel says her 90-day desired income is to live in full-out massive action. She wants to promote 5 new sales coordinator legs, and she wants to add 20 new frontline reps and get them going. And then I'm going to skip down here to where she says, what does she think she needs to achieve to get her desired outcome? And I wrote on her form, she's got it. Because she said events, events, events. And that's what we're going to be working on in this group, okay? She's going to get out of her comfort zone, get into living rooms. She's going to dial in her story, keep it succinct, and tell it to many. She's going to be a great promoter of high payoff events like Valerie Miles Coming to Denver, the Regional, Mitra, Thursday Night Inspiring Healthy Living TV on social media. She's going to host events for reps and new reps, VF overviews. She's going to invite people to join the mission. She's going to create a vision and help her team achieve their goals and dreams. In other words, she's doing this for them, right? She's serving them. 3-way calls with Reagan. So she's using her upline, which is great. She's going to get out into the community, meet new people, ask for referrals, and lots of phone calls. Do you guys see why her business is growing so fast?
This is the Juice Plus thing, and I'm not sure if I'm muted, so.
You're not, Amelia, but hi, welcome.
Sorry.
Okay. So, do you guys feel that energy?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Mel, I wanted to say great job, and I just wanted you guys to say, so if you don't have that energy and you didn't take the time to kind of think that out with specifics, you might want to go back and take your form and rewrite it for yourself, not for me, for yourself. Here's another one. Judy Lopez, I'm not going to read her whole thing, but she said, when the going gets tough, this is why is this a must for you? What's going to keep you going? She goes, when the going gets tough, I will use self-discipline knowing that I did everything right, and if the other person does not follow through, I will move forward with confidence looking for people who will follow through. This is from my heart and not my head. It's an awesome feeling knowing that I'm on the verge of lots of success.
Love it.
Because his business is growing, right? A couple more in here. We've got some new people who I'm really excited for. And not, all of you had good stuff. We have 20 over almost 30 people. I just want to show you a couple of examples. Okay, here's Christy Job. Christy's somewhat new, and she wants to just get to her 2,000 plus in sales coordinator. And by the end of the year, she wants to be making $3,000 a month. And she says, this is what I love the way that she wrote this. I will be attending all of the amazing events taking place and inviting guests. I will be planning and hosting events through Zoom and at my home. I will be spending a day with Mel to see what a day in the business looks like for her. And I've already begun to brainstorm activities to network with people outside my everyday routine. I will also continue to reach out to friends and family, and I will be participating in training calls and finishing the Go book. You think she's a professional marketing director?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Christy. Okay. That's the energy, you guys. Okay, I've got one more. Jenny Bischoff. I will be making $4,000 to $5,000 or more a month in income, and I will have an active working team with 6 clients or more. So there you go. Another one, positive, right? Jamie's successful. So those are just a couple. So, that's what we're looking for, guys, is just to kind of go, you know what, let's be fearless, and let's get out there, and let's go do it. Okay, if you have background noise, go ahead and mute. I'm going to open up a little keynote really quick just to go over a few details with you guys of what we're doing. Let me find this. There it is. Okay, so let's just go through the 90-day action challenge. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is the year for growth. So, are you ready? Are you ready for your business to look different this year? Let's get into action. Let's do this together and support one another. And, let's all be operating out of overflow and joy versus fear and lack. I heard that in church yesterday, and I thought that was great. Mm-hmm. And, we sometimes get in the habit of living in what's not possible, right? Instead of thinking about, well, what can I do today? How can I make this work? When you open up your brain to possibilities, it's amazing. Once you've decided, like, yep, I'm getting that 90-day outcome. That's all I'm going to look for. That's what I'm doing. And if you go, you know what, how can I make this work? You'll be amazed at the time you find, the people that come out of the woodwork, the events that fit on your calendar, how you can get creative and resourceful, finding people to watch your kids, all kinds of stuff, okay? So be willing to stretch yourself. And here's the thing. If you stay in your comfort zone and you do everything like you did last year, do you think this year's going to look any different?
No.
No. So, what if you could just say, you know what, it doesn't really matter I'm going to do it anyway. And some people are going to be interested. Some people aren't. Oh, well, but it's my obligation to let people know that they can get fruits and vegetables and flood their body with fruits and, vegetables, be healthier, do our shred program or One Simple Change, or Children's Health Study or whatever. Okay. So every Wednesday, Mel is hosting an Action Blitz Zoom. It'll be at 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. We will put the links up in the Voxer chat for you guys.
Did you say 2? Oh, it's right there. Sorry.
Yeah, Mountain Day. So that's Denver time, you guys. So that would be 1 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Central, and 4 o'clock Eastern time. Okay. So she's willing to do that, which is awesome. And as after she gets that up and going, we'll probably have some of you guys host that. Wow. And if you want to add some in there and you want to share them with the group, that would be awesome. Okay. So the distance between dreams and reality is called action, and that's really true. I mean, we have people that have been Juno Juice Plus a whole long time. They come on all the training calls, and they never get into action. And, action creates momentum in your business. So for most of you, for what you all put on your forms, for most of you, the ingredient that might just be the thing that you need to add into your recipe is getting into some action, at whatever level that you can, and creating some momentum. Because as we talk about, moving up the marketing plan and adding team members, you've got to have momentum to get the car rolling. It just, if you keep stopping, it's really hard to push and get it going again. So we want to get that momentum going so we can hop in and go for a ride. Okay. And then, as an action team, I love for us to collaborate. We're going to use Voxer to share what's happening. Please ask questions there. You might need tips on, how to approach somebody, or maybe it's a product question or whatever. Please be vocal, and please never feel like you're bothering anybody. One of us will get back to you. Okay. We'll support one another. Okay. So be vocal, be active in our group. Don't just hide out. If that's what you did last year, was hide out, I probably know where your business is, and I'm sure that you didn't sign up for it to stay there. Okay. Mm-hmm. One thing I'd like to ask is that you share positive experiences. If you're frustrated and you're having a bummer day, I would like for you to personally Voxer me and keep that out of the group. Okay. I mean, it's one thing to say, hey, I need some help with something, but if you just had your best friend tell you you're an idiot and they have cancer and won't listen to you and you're pissed, I don't want that in the group. Okay. Does that make sense? And then I also would like for us to really, encourage one another and, give people some whoop whoop. Okay. When they do something that's, that they feel like that, gosh, that was really hard and I did it. So I'd love for us all to chime in on that. Is that a deal?
Yes.
Great. Awesome.
Can I ask a quick question?
Absolutely.
The Voxer calls, I'm still at work at 3 o'clock Central Time. Will they be recorded so I can watch them?
So the action calls,
You're talking about the ones Mel's doing. Yeah.
we're not going to record those because it's an action call. We're just going to, kind of like if you've ever played the action game,
Yep.
blitz calls.
Yep. Okay.
That. So we're going to start off with kind of getting you motivated and setting our intention for that block of hour. And then we're going to get into action, either texting, calling, whatever it is, but we're going to be there to support each other on Zoom. If questions come up or something like that, we can support each other. And then we'll get back on and just kind of talk about how it went. So it's really an action thing and that we're not going to record.
Okay. So I won't be able to participate in it then.
Yeah.
But you will, because there's going to be more.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's just one that she's going to do
One.
and open it up to lead it. Now, Mel, I wonder if you could record the beginning of that
Sure.
and then record the end of it just for like the first one so people can kind of hear.
Yeah, sure. Happy to do that.
Awesome. And then it'll just be 2 little videos that we put up, and we would probably put those up in the Facebook group and on Voxer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Required reading, you guys. If you haven't read GoPro, you have to read GoPro to do the 90 days. You just do. It's a handbook, and if you've already read it, I don't care if it was last week, read it again, okay? I think I've read this book like 9 times, and every time I read it, I highlight something different. And I don't know that it's quite legal, but somebody sent me a link to the book if you want to read it on your laptop or on your iPad or iPhone. If you go into teamhealthybodiesusa.com, up in the books, there's a link to the PDF.
Reagan?
Yeah.
Also, in the app, Be the Good, there is a recording of the book. It's kind of nice to be able to, and Sarah and I were talking about this, it's nice to hear.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah, Judy, that's great. Yeah, there's an app called Be the Good. I think it's like $5, right, Judy?
I think it might be free on Android, and it's, Sarah, do you remember? I think it's 99 cents or something. It's very
nice. 99 cents.
Yeah, 99.
And it's got some great resources, but GoPro is in there and you can listen to it. And I have the audiobook as well, and I do like to listen to it. That's a great way, you guys, also to be continuing to feed your brain every day during these 90 days with something good. GoPro is a great way. We all are driving to go pick up kids or go to work or run to the grocery store or something. Use that time as your mobile university and keep your brain learning and getting new ideas, and really get yourself thinking about resources. Like, how can I be a good resource to other people, and what can I say different, or, I need some ideas with this. So GoPro is a great thing to do that. And we're going to be referencing this throughout our weeks. Okay. The Peak team, which we're all part of, is going to be hosting an action game. We do about 3 of these a year. And I would love it if everybody in this group would play the action game. It's great because it really helps you to kind of step out. You're with a group of people that you may or may not know, which is kind of fun to get to know some of the other Peak team members. And it's always fun at conference when you go to conference and you feel like you already know them because you got to see them on Zoom or whatever. And, it's great for team unity as well. So love for you guys to play the action game and get signed up. That link is already up on our Team Healthy Bodies USA Facebook group.
So that's different from this group. Is that the Jennifer Meyer group?
That's part of the Peak team, but our team usually does that as well. And so we're going to do that. We're going to use that as one of our things that we're doing for our action. And Mel, maybe you can, I'll go, whoops. What happened? Hold on. I went the wrong way. Maybe can you what the action game did for you last go around?
Yeah, absolutely. The action game for me was huge last time. I was just looking for a way to just really kind of start focusing. Whoops, where'd you guys go? Focusing, really focused action on my business and actually doing and tracking and figuring out where I was spending my time and my energy and making sure I was doing all of the right things for my business. And I just kind of focused on acting like as if I was a brand new person. And I did that. And we had a bunch of events on the calendar during that action game, which we do as well this time, which is really fun. And I kind of set my intention on trying to see how, if I could, get the most customers and in our group. And I think as far as the Peak team goes, I think I had the most orders. I think I had 43 orders. I had 5 new representatives during this 3-week period. Was pretty darn amazing. But it was really fun because I was being, cheered on by other people, and I was cheering on other people, and we were just kind of working off all of this energy that we were all working on, something together. Although we weren't on, the same team, we were on the team for this, and it was just like, gosh, well, if there's extra money on the table too that I could possibly win, I wanted to just go for it. I might as well just do it. And so it really set my tone for my business, and I've been still reaping benefits from that action game. When was that? I don't even know when we played now.
Was it
conference?
Yeah, it was right before conference.
The same time that we're doing now, basically.
Yeah, basically, exactly. And that just set me up for major, major growth. And even though I added a bunch of new customers, what's happened is that a lot of those customers have become representatives now, and I'm taking good care of them, and it's just kind of naturally going just the way they said it did. But that short amount of time where I gave a big burst of energy, what's happening now is all because of that concise 3-week action game that I played.
Yeah.
Just went all out and just went all for it. And whatever that looks like for you, it's going to look different for every single person. But whatever that looks like for you is you're definitely going to be reaping benefits beyond that 3-week period.
Well, and the other thing it does is 'cause you're part of that group. You have the contribution piece where, you don't want to let your other teammates down. So you might be afraid to talk to that one little person, but you call them anyway because you go, okay, I got to get those 2 because I said I would for the group. And usually it turns out great, and again, you don't want to be tied to results. But how many people did you have on that last Prevention Plus that we did in Boulder because of the game?
I had 26 people there.
26 guests. Yeah. And I think almost all of them ordered or became a rep.
Yes.
Yeah. So just because you did a focused effort, which is why we're doing the 90 days, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Here's the other thing, you guys. I don't know if you will listen for this next time you come to conference, but when you hear people that just went NMD, typically it was a 90-day action that set them up for their business to kind of go. Most people make national marketing director really in a short time, even if they've been in the business for a long time. It's like, okay, gosh, I'm just going to get into this massive action for about 90 days. And I have to tell you, that was same for me. It was like this 90-day all-out massive action set me right up to hit national marketing director later. So typically that's just the way it is. And not that, maybe you don't want to be national marketing director. Maybe you just want to get your 90-day outcome. That's great. But it will set you up for things way beyond the 90 days. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Upcoming Monday calls. Just so you guys know, tonight, the most important thing you can do for this week, you guys, is put some events on your calendar. Okay? Like not in a month, like next week and the week after. I mean, how many events could you put on the calendar in January? Okay, January and February. Pre-schedule them out. And take your list and then start inviting. Okay, and there's some inviting verbiage. With these Ghost Pro Skills 1 and 2, you can read them in the book. We also did a whole series called Let's Get the Conversation Started right before we did our Vision Day at the end of 2016, which is on our YouTube channel. Again, if you go to our team website, which is teamhealthybodiesusa.com, and you look in the right-hand corner, you'll see the YouTube channel. You can go back through if you need some help with any verbiage or how to talk to people, okay? It's all up there. So here's the thing. Most people think, oh, I need to make a list, and then I'll put some events on the calendar. It really doesn't work that way. The way it works is you go, okay, here's my calendar. I can do something on this day, this day, this day. And then all of a sudden you start thinking of people that can come. It's a really interesting thing. Now remember, if you've got some Prevention Plus events coming into your area or a regional, those are events you don't need to host at your home. And I highly recommend doing things in your home because 1 is it's free. 2 is nobody cares if you clean the corners in your house, okay? 3 is that's what duplicates because people can come and go, gosh, well, I could host something. And our goal isn't about, oh my gosh, what does everybody think of me? Our goal is to say, you know what? My friends and family need to hear about Juice Plus because if they get sick and I didn't tell them about it, it's on me, right? So our goal is let's go out and let our community know, especially the ones we care about most, what Juice Plus is, why it made sense to you, and how they can get started if they choose to, okay? We're not strong-arming them. We're not threatening them. We're not trying to upsell them. We're not, oh, you should do this, blah, 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 right? We're inviting them to hear about it and letting them make a decision for themselves, okay? So that's our goals. And as soon as you start putting things on your list, you'll be amazed at how many people start to come into your mind, okay? And one of the ways that you can do that is, and I love this new little, thank you to Judy Lopez for finding this High Achievers Playbook. You could put like your event on here and then start making lists of people that you want to invite, right? And keep track of them. And that could be one of the things that you do for each of your events. Some of your events are going to be big. Some of them are going to have one person. You're going to do them anyway because we want to honor people's time. I've never had a bad event with one person. Some of those might turn into one-on-ones, might be a coffee for some people or a juice or whatever. It might be a Zoom event. Maybe you do a Zoom event like I did with Carol Kalivas where she had a bunch of people in her living room and I'm here in Colorado. Talked to all of them in Wyoming. So you can get creative, okay? So that's this week. Week 2, we're going to talk about just briefly about presenting and following up in customer and distributor care, which is goes for skills 3, 4, and 5. And that'll be a short call, you guys, because we're going to get busy. Week 3, we're going to talk about helping your new distributors. Wash, rinse, repeat. We're going to keep it simple. This is not hard. It's not hard to get people going. You have to invite them into your team. So we're going to be talking about that next week a little bit, okay? So you guys keep this simple. It's fruits and vegetables. Everybody needs them. We want to help our friends and family, and we want to teach our friends and family how to share with their community as well, okay? Week 4, we're going to talk about tracking and measuring results. How'd you do so far? So that's going to be a really interactive call on the 4th week. And then in February, we are going to do Monday Night Action Blitz calls the entire month. That's what we're doing on Monday nights. And Mel will be leading those because Richard and I are going to go to New Zealand. So Mel will be leading week 4 and then all of February calls, and I'll be back after about a month. So,
Yeah.
So thank you, Mel, for, gosh, you know what? That's great. The great thing about team, and she's just a great leader. So thank you. Okay.
Yes.
So again, week 1, you guys put something, on your calendar. You might want to take a screenshot. Here's your to-do list.
I'm going to do that.
Command Shift 3. You're on a Mac. So put something on your, to invite to on your calendar, and I would suggest, you guys, right now it's the shred time. I mean, it's time to tell people about the shred. People want to detox and rejuvenate from the holidays. They're going to want to do that all the way through February. So you might as well let up your calendar and be willing to really make your first part of your 90 days the most effective. People are really open. Read your GoPro with a highlighter. I really recommend you get a hard copy. You guys read it with a highlighter. Sign up for that action game. Put those blitz times in your calendar that Mel's doing. By the way, we have a team calendar on teamhealthybodiesusa.com. All of our calls are always up there with the call-in numbers, all of that. And Mel, we need to put your blitz. I think they're already up there with yours. She'll have a different Zoom for that. If you need some coaching, you want to reach out to your upline and get that, or to me. And like I said, I'll be reaching out to all of you with trying to set up a 20 to 30 minute just kind of a focus time to kind of make sure we're going to help you get your outcome for the 90 days, okay? And then make it easy peasy. You guys share the mission. Be fearless. It's just helping people. We don't need to make it hard, okay? Deal?
Megan, Command Shift what?
Command Shift.
Command Shift 4.
Yeah. Command Shift F4 or F3.
Shift 4.
If you do 4, you gotta drag it to what you want. 3, the whole screen. You got it?
Oh, nice. There you go.
Okay. All right. So, get rid of that. Any questions? How you guys feeling? Can you make it fun?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not too late to invite your team that didn't get signed up. Get them on, you guys. Let's do it. Let's do it together. And I'd love to hear any takeaways you have in our Voxer group. That'll be your first, are they really going to play? Okay. And if you didn't get signed up yet, please do. And please take the time to fill that out.
Good job, Megan.
Gary, Heather, Amelia, I see you. Okay.
Good job, Megan.
So, all right. Any questions?
Good job.
Thanks, Hallie.
She's so cute.
She is so cute. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tyler. Okay, that's my niece and my nephew up there. So anyway, are you guys ready?
Ready.
Let's do it.
Let's go rock it. That's all I got, 7:30. Go make some calls.
Bye. Thank you.
Guys.
Thanks, Reagan.
Great job, sister.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, thanks. Love it. Bye.